Urban legends and terrifying myths of all kinds seem to surface from all around the world as reports of strange supernatural, paranormal, and extraterrestrial accounts spread through a town or region like wildfire. Some of these urban legends tend to never leave the region in which they first began, whereas others might make national headlines all around the world in their appearance. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be covering 6 terrifying urban legends that come from the country of Ethiopia and their strange origins. The Curse of the Evil Eye. It is believed that the legend of the evil eye surfaced from the ancient Egyptian civilization that believed a person with great wealth and power could become cursed by the greed of others, and that the only way one could prevent this curse from occurring was to put the greed of a person into that of jewelry. It appears that in the country of Ethiopia, similar urban legends and myths are very popular even to this day. Passing by any street vendor will show a number of Ethiopians selling what appears to be different types of homemade jewelry that appear to feature a human eye on them. These are created to help absorb the evil energy that builds up on someone of whom is the target of other people's anger and jealousy, and so that instead of becoming cursed by the greed of others, you are able to store all of that energy into the jewelry and then dispose of the jewelry when you feel that the evil cursed energy is beginning to fall onto you. Despite this being a predominantly pagan belief, the Ethiopian people, of whom are predominantly Christian, still follow this belief and believe that without the jewelry to keep them safe, that the curse of the evil eye could see them fatally sick, crippled, poor, or even worse. Demonic illnesses and exorcisms. The majority of the population in the country of Ethiopia hold devout traditional Christian beliefs, and so, when faced with problems throughout their lives, tend to blame a wide variety of issues on that of the involvement of demonic entities. One of the most popular has become that of demonic illnesses that are believed to have been contracted by demons wishing to possess people. When those living in Ethiopia attempt to cure illnesses with modern medicine but find that their family members only begin to worsen in condition, rather than take them to hospitals or other healthcare facilities, they will take them to a church or temple to undergo an exorcism to remove them of their illnesses. Though many claim that the exorcisms have worked for a number of people in the past, many do believe that business to be nothing more than an elaborate scam taking place, as any priest or pastor in the region willing to perform exorcisms require a full month's wage before they can begin the process. Even if the exorcism is unhelpful and proves no benefit whatsoever, the money is still kept by the religious figures and claim that to give the money back would only invite more demons. Because of this growing fascination with the use of exorcisms, there have been record numbers of such exorcisms being performed every single month, with one pastor even claiming to have done more than 150 exorcisms in a single day to assist with the health of those visiting. The Mysteries of Dalol. Located in Ethiopia is a strange location known as that of Dalol. Dalol is a mysterious location that has become somewhat of a tourist spot for those able to afford the trip and the protection necessary to visit the mysterious region. It appears to researchers that Dalol is the only lake in the world to feature an alien-like location with colourful pools of water, large brightly coloured salt and mineral deposits, along with a number of toxic hazards such as escaping sulfuric gas, some of the hottest temperatures in the world, and poisonous minerals that can kill any animal of whom attempts to drink from the strange lake. Because of this overall horrific and unexplainable scene, many local Ethiopians have often regarded the location of Dalol as a gateway to hell, believing that perhaps the cause of such a strange location is far more paranormal and supernatural in nature. Despite these urban legends and impossible to understand claims, there still seems to be construction and development near the area of Dalol, with a tiny local population attempting to thrive in the region that has now become somewhat of a ghost town since its formation. This is most likely due to the unbearable conditions of the region, as it is often remarked as the hottest place on Earth, as well as featuring a number of deep craters filled with nearby acid ponds and acid geysers that can burn the skin off of anybody merely passing by. Though some believe that perhaps there could be a profit to be made off of the location becoming a tourist destination, many others believe that the area should instead have been blocked off and forgotten altogether, given the hellish conditions and hazards of the area of Dalol. The belief of demons over ghosts. Many paranormal researchers in the West will often remark that a number of the paranormal sightings made by individuals is nothing more than that of encounters with the recently departed spirits of those that had lived in the area before you arrived and continue to reside in the areas as an ethereal spirit. Unfortunately for the population of Ethiopia, the people seem to reject the idea that any paranormal occurrence is due to that of ghosts or recently departed spirits, and, instead, is rather that of demonic entities and darker shadowy spirits filled with malevolent behaviors and evil wishes. This has led many Ethiopians to assume that any unexplainable occurrence, possibly supernatural or paranormal, is that of the work of demonic entities attempting to either take possession of their own bodies or to do evil deeds against the people in general. In many ways, it has allowed demons to be used as a scapegoat for any number of tragedies in the lives of the people, from claims that such entities are responsible for personal illnesses, injuries, bad luck, bad weather, and even a bad attitude. It is because of this that many believe demons infest the entire countryside of Ethiopia and has left their people in complete oppression to such forces. Given the fact that the history of the country itself has often been at the center of religious persecution, vicious military installations, attempts at murder and genocide, along with a number of homes, families, and people being displaced, this has led many to turn to the idea that perhaps the country itself is cursed by these demonic entities that use the area as their own personal playground of dark and evil deeds against the human race. The New Ocean of Africa. An ancient legend that continues to thrive in the modern day around the regions of Ethiopia and surrounding African countries is that the continent of Africa will one day split into two and form a vast new ocean in between the large landmass. For the people of Ethiopia, this legend has become not only that of a prophecy, but of a long-awaited pleasure that will one day bring their country arable lands and save them from their constant battle against the heat and barely tolerable living conditions of the nation. According to the legend, it is believed that one day a large earthquake will shake the African continent and open up a rift throughout the middle of the landscape, to which a geyser of water will begin to pour out of and then slowly be filled with drinkable fresh water. This will cause the surrounding lands to change and become more green, as new wildlife will be seen throughout the area as dense vegetation will grow as a new food source. Interestingly enough, it appears that researchers have begun to notice seismic activity and changes that confirm this theory that one day the continent will split into two halves and allow the formation of a new ocean. Unfortunately for the urban legend, however, this change is not estimated to occur for another million years, as the movement of tectonic plates in the region is terribly slower than what the Ethiopian people expected. Still, this does not deter the people, nor did it put an end to the urban legend, as new evidence of earthquakes have caused rifts to open up throughout the continent, some being more than several miles long. That has helped many to believe that perhaps this is evidence of the prophecy of the new ocean of Africa slowly coming true. The descendants of Solomon. One of the most well-known legends of Ethiopia is that of the claim that the descendants of Solomon had formed their kingdom in that of the modern-day country of Ethiopia. According to the claims, the royal family of Ethiopia holds a record that scholars have defined as substantial evidence that the descendants of King Solomon, as referenced in the Quran and the Bible, had left to form their new empire in Ethiopia. According to the Ethiopian account, known as the Kebra Nagast, the Queen of Sheba, known as Queen Makeda, had once visited King Solomon and made him promise that he would not try to force himself on her. The king made a deal saying that if the queen did not take anything from the king, then he would not force himself on her. In the night, however, the queen became thirsty and so, knowing the promise, drank from the waters of the king and set him free from his promise. That night, the queen was impregnated only to return back to Ethiopia to birth the new descendant of the Ethiopian royal family that was tied to that of King Solomon. But what do you all think of these strange and unexplainable urban legends found all across the country of Ethiopia? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below, and be sure to share your answers and questions about the video to help grow our community and share insightful comments about the nature of these topics. Hopefully, as we continue to grow our community, we will one day be able to solve these unexplainable mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.